Sophia Freeman, a 27-year-old graphic designer, lived a vibrant life in San Diego, California. She worked at a creative agency, designing bold campaigns, and spent weekends hiking or sketching at the beach. Her boyfriend, Joseph Marshall, 30, was a real estate developer who'd made millions flipping luxury homes. They met at a charity gala 2 years earlier, Sophia volunteering, Joseph speaking. Their connection was instant. Joseph admired Sophia's independence, and she liked his drive. They moved into a sleek downtown apartment, hosting friends and planning a future. Sophia's best friend, Mia, called them the perfect couple. One Saturday, they hiked a rugged trail in the hills. Sophia, always competitive, raced Joseph to the top, laughing. On the descent, her foot caught on loose gravel. She fell, tumbling down a slope and striking her back on a rock. Joseph scrambled to her, frantic, as she lay motionless, unable to feel her legs. He called 911, and paramedics airlifted her to a hospital. Doctors diagnosed a spinal cord injury, leaving Sophia paralyzed from the waist down. They warned she might never walk again. Joseph stayed by her bedside, promising to support her. Sophia, scared but determined, started physical therapy. Her parents arrived from Texas, and Joseph's wealthy family sent gifts. Joseph hired a nurse and bought an accessible van, but Sophia struggled. She couldn't work long hours, and her social life faded. Friends visited less, unsure how to act. Joseph began working late, citing deals to cover her bills. Sophia noticed his distance but clung to hope. 3 months later, Sophia overheard Joseph on the phone with his brother. "It's too much," he said. "I can't handle this." Heartbroken, she confronted him. Joseph admitted he felt trapped and needed space. The next day, he moved to a hotel, leaving Sophia alone. 2 weeks later, he texted, "I'm done. I'm sorry." He offered to fund her nurse for 6 months but ended their relationship. Sophia was crushed. Joseph had abandoned her because of her disability. With Mia's help, Sophia moved into a small, accessible apartment. She stopped designing, lost in grief. Mia pushed her to join a local disability support group, but Sophia resisted, feeling defined by her injury. Joseph, meanwhile, dove into work, closing deals and partying to forget Sophia. His reputation suffered as friends called him callous. Word reached Joseph's cousin, Lucas Marshall, a 34-year-old billionaire tech mogul in San Francisco. Lucas ran a company developing AI-driven mobility aids. He'd met Sophia once at a family event and remembered her warmth. Lucas called Joseph, asking why he'd left Sophia. Joseph snapped, saying Lucas wouldn't understand the burden. Lucas hung up, curious about Sophia. He found her portfolio online and saw her talent. Inspired by his sister Claire's own disability, Lucas wanted to connect with Sophia, not out of pity, but respect. He decided to reach out, unaware how it would change everything. Sophia's new apartment was simple, with her artwork on the walls, though she hadn't drawn since the accident. Mia visited often, dragging her to coffee shops to break her isolation. Physical therapy was grueling. Sophia built upper body strength but saw no leg movement. She felt like a burden, relying on her wheelchair for mobility. Mia suggested a disability advocacy workshop, but Sophia refused, not ready to embrace her new identity. One day, Mia convinced Sophia to attend an art fair. Nervous about crowds, Sophia went, admiring the booths. A tall man with dark hair approached, Lucas Marshall, Joseph's cousin. Sophia tensed, expecting pity. Lucas explained he admired her designs and wanted to collaborate. Skeptical, Sophia gave him her contact info, assuming it was a courtesy. That night, Lucas emailed, proposing a coffee meeting to discuss a project for his company's mobility app. Mia urged her to go. At the coffee shop, Lucas was attentive, asking about Sophia's work, not her injury. He shared his company's mission to improve lives through technology, inspired by his sister Claire, who used a wheelchair after a car accident. Sophia admitted her struggles, losing her career, Joseph, and confidence. Lucas listened, sharing how Claire's advocacy inspired him. He offered Sophia a remote design role, flexible to her needs. Intrigued, Sophia accepted, hoping to reclaim her passion. Sophia dove into the project, creating vibrant graphics for the app. Lucas visited her apartment to review drafts, bringing dinner and staying to talk. Sophia enjoyed his company but guarded her heart, scarred by Joseph. Lucas respected her boundaries, though his warmth was clear. Meanwhile, Joseph's world crumbled. A failed deal cost him millions, and gossip about dumping Sophia hurt his business. Seeing Sophia's name on Lucas's website, he called Lucas, accusing him of stealing his ex. Lucas said Sophia deserved better and hung up. Lucas invited Sophia to a gala launching his company's app. She hesitated, recalling how she'd met Joseph at a similar event. Lucas arranged accessible transport and promised to stay close. Sophia wore a green dress Mia picked, feeling confident. At the gala, Lucas introduced her as the app's designer, praising her talent. Sophia beamed, but Joseph crashed the event, drunk and angry. He shouted that Lucas was using Sophia for PR. Guests stared as Sophia's face burned. Lucas stepped in, telling Joseph to leave. Joseph lunged, knocking over a table. Security dragged him out. Humiliated, Sophia left early. Lucas followed, apologizing, but she asked to be alone. At home, she cried, fearing Joseph's shadow would always loom. Lucas emailed, saying he admired her strength and wanted to support her, no pressure. Sophia, torn, agreed to meet as friends. She joined the disability support group Mia suggested, meeting others with spinal injuries. They shared stories of resilience, sparking an idea. Sophia wanted to advocate through her art, giving voice to their experiences. Sophia's confidence grew as she worked with Lucas and attended the support group. She designed posters for the group's outreach, raising awareness about accessibility. Her app designs won praise, and she started selling art online, donating proceeds to a local disability charity. Lucas invited her to his company's lab to test a new wheelchair with voice controls. Sophia laughed, racing around, feeling free. Lucas watched, clearly smitten, but she kept romance at bay. Joseph, desperate, hired a private investigator to sabotage Lucas's company. The investigator found no dirt but saw Sophia's advocacy work. Joseph leaked lies to blogs, claiming Lucas exploited disabled employees like Sophia. The story spread, and reporters hounded Sophia, asking if she was coerced. Mortified, she worked with Lucas's team to issue a statement, clarifying her role was her choice. Sophia spoke at a press conference, sharing how the job and advocacy gave her purpose. The scandal faded, but she felt exposed. Upset Lucas hadn't warned her about Joseph's involvement, Sophia argued with him. She needed space, and Lucas agreed, though visibly hurt. Sophia leaned into advocacy, organizing an art exhibit with her support group to showcase works by disabled artists. The event drew hundreds, raising funds for wheelchair ramps in schools. Sophia walked short distances with forearm crutches, a therapy milestone. Mia threw a party, but Sophia missed Lucas. She called him, apologizing for pushing him away. Lucas admitted he'd fallen for her but would wait. They resumed working together, friendly but charged with unspoken feelings. Joseph, broke and isolated, emailed Sophia, begging to reconcile. She refused, saying he'd lost her trust. Furious, Joseph sent fake emails from Sophia's account to Lucas's investors, alleging fraud. The emails were traced to him, and Lucas's team pressed charges. Joseph was arrested for fraud and harassment. Sophia visited Joseph in jail for closure. He apologized, but she said she'd moved on. Leaving, she felt lighter. Lucas invited her to his family's lake house for a retreat. His sister Claire, an advocate herself, was there. Sophia and Claire bonded, planning a joint campaign for accessible public spaces. Lucas cooked and they laughed late. By the lake, he admitted his feelings but respected her pace. Sophia said she felt the same but wasn't ready. They held hands, a quiet promise. Sophia launched a blog about her advocacy, sharing tips on navigating life with a disability. It gained traction, and she spoke at a local conference, inspiring others. Lucas attended, proud. Her exhibit became a yearly event, and she partnered with Lucas's company to fund mobility aids for low-income families. Advocacy gave Sophia purpose, but Joseph's trial loomed, threatening her peace. With Joseph in jail, Sophia's advocacy flourished. She spoke at a national disability conference, sharing how art and community rebuilt her life. Lucas cheered, and they celebrated over dinner. Sophia admitted she wanted love but feared betrayal. Lucas shared his fear of loss, shaped by Claire's accident. They agreed to date slowly, building trust. Lucas planned a surprise, a gallery show for Sophia's art, inviting buyers and media. Her work sold out, and a magazine profiled her advocacy. Sophia's therapy progressed. She walked longer with crutches, though her wheelchair remained essential. Lucas adapted his home with ramps, and they traveled to accessible trails. Sophia met Lucas's supportive parents, unlike Joseph's distant family. Lucas charmed Sophia's parents in Texas. Mia called them couple goals. But Joseph's trial began, and Sophia had to testify. In court, his lawyer twisted her injury to paint her as unreliable. Sophia stayed composed, detailing his harassment. Lucas supported her, and Joseph was convicted, sentenced to 3 years. Lucas's company faced a crisis. A competitor stole their prototype designs. Sophia suggested a campaign highlighting the device's impact, featuring her advocacy group. The campaign went viral, saving the launch. Lucas called Sophia his partner in every way. They grew closer, sharing quiet nights and deep talks. Sophia designed a logo for a new advocacy initiative with Claire, pushing for universal design in buildings. The initiative gained city council support, a major win. Lucas took Sophia to a rooftop dinner, giving her a necklace with a paintbrush charm. Sophia kissed him, ready to love fully. Lucas said he loved her, and they danced, Sophia using her crutches. She spoke at another conference, announcing a scholarship for disabled artists, funded by her art sales and Lucas's company. The crowd gave a standing ovation. Sophia and Lucas planned a charity gala for disability research, with Sophia designing invites and Lucas securing donors. Joseph's release approached, but Sophia focused on her mission and love. Sophia moved into Lucas's accessible San Francisco penthouse. Her advocacy initiative with Claire expanded, training businesses on accessibility. Sophia launched a mentorship program for disabled youth, teaching art and self-advocacy. Lucas's company funded it, and Sophia trained mentors in 3 states. She walked more with crutches but embraced her wheelchair, designing a custom one with her art. Her blog grew, with thousands following her accessibility tips. They traveled to Paris, exploring accessible museums. Sophia's travel blog inspired disabled adventurers, and she partnered with a travel agency to create inclusive tours. In Paris, Lucas and Sophia shared intimate nights, their love deepening. Back home, Joseph was released early. Sophia worried he'd resurface. Lucas hired a lawyer to monitor him. Joseph emailed claiming reform. Sophia didn't reply, focusing on her work. Lucas's company launched their mobility device, with Sophia's designs in the campaign. She won a National Art Award, and Lucas praised her at the ceremony. They celebrated with Mia and Claire. Sophia's mentorship program opened a new chapter, and she wrote a book on advocacy, sharing her story. It climbed bestseller lists. A competitor sued Lucas's company over patents, but Sophia's viral campaign swayed opinion, and the suit was dropped. Sophia and Lucas hosted their gala, raising millions for spinal cord research. Sophia spoke, crutches in hand, about turning pain into purpose. Lucas whispered he wanted to marry her. Sophia smiled, saying she'd be ready soon. Her initiative got federal funding, and she testified in Congress for disability rights, citing her group's data on accessibility gaps. Lucas watched, proud. Joseph stayed silent, and Sophia hoped he'd moved on. Sophia's mentorship program went global, with chapters in 10 countries. She trained hundreds, empowering disabled youth through art. Her book inspired a documentary, and she spoke at the UN, advocating for global accessibility standards. She walked longer but used her wheelchair proudly, a symbol of resilience. Lucas supported every step, attending her events. They adopted a rescue dog, Brush, and planned a family. Joseph contacted Sophia, asking to meet. She agreed, with Lucas present, at a public cafe. Joseph, working at a warehouse, apologized, saying therapy changed him. Sophia wished him well but set boundaries. She felt closure, free from his shadow. Lucas proposed at the lake house, offering a sapphire ring. Sophia said yes, crying. Their accessible wedding was intimate, with Sophia walking the aisle, Lucas emotional. Mia and Claire cheered. They honeymooned in Japan, exploring accessible temples. Sophia's travel blog led to a TV segment, and her initiative partnered with tech firms for adaptive devices. Lucas's company funded her scholarships, supporting 500 students. Sophia's art adorned their home, a testament to her strength. Joseph rebuilt his life quietly, respecting Sophia's boundaries. She was glad but focused on her mission. On their 5th anniversary, Sophia and Lucas returned to the lake house. They reflected on their journey, her advocacy, their love, their impact. Sophia thanked Lucas for seeing her fully. He said she taught him courage. They kissed, the sunset glowing. Sophia's life, reshaped by loss, was now a beacon of change, built on advocacy, love, and unbreakable resolve. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.